सक्ताः कर्मणि अविद्वांसः यथा कुर्वन्ति भारत कुर्यात् विद्वांस तथा असक्तः चिकीर्षु लोक संग्रहम. Very, very important. He says that sakta is one who is asak, who wants the fruit. Okay, karmani. So in work, so he's very interested in the work because he wants the fruits. Avidvansa. We are saying that person is avidwan. He's ignorant. He doesn't realize the bigger truth. अरे ये सब लगाव नहीं करना चाहिए. Don't expect fruit and don't worry about all that stuff, right? With all the wisdom that we have, that person doesn't have the wisdom. He is doing work completely with the expectation of fruit. Yeah, मेरे को चाहिए, right? That is how you should also do. Kuryat vidwan tatha. The wise, after all this कर्म फल कर्म योग का ज्ञान, भक्ति योग का ज्ञान, ज्ञान योग का ज्ञान, सब कुछ हो गया ना. Even then, when you do work like the ignorant and the one who wants the fruit, even though you are wise, not ignorant, and you don't attach to the fruit, but you should work like that. Contradiction? ये क्या उल्टा सब कर रहे हो? बीच में अर्जुन, he tells Krishna, you are telling me all this mixed up signals you are giving me. What is better? Gyan yoga, karma yoga, this, that. Don't mess with my mind. This is just messing up like that. Given all this gyan, then we are saying, no. When you work as if you are the ignorant person who wants the fruit. What would be the message in this contradictory statement? So he's saying, when you do karma, your sincerity to do karma should be just like the one who really wants the fruit. Because suppose kariye, you take any example. You want to go from one place to another, or you want to pass the exam, or you want to watch a movie, or whatever. You want to do something for that fruit. You are going to be very careful because you want it. You will make sure everything is taken care of. Planning phase में जेब में पैसा भी है, फोन भी ले लिया, चार्जर भी ले लिया, फुल चार्ज भी है, गाड़ी भी ले लिया, ओला उबर भी बुक कर दिया. Whatever that planning is required to do that act, because you are involved, attached, you want the fruits, you will do everything possible to make it succeed. Full sincerity, full effort, सबको कॉल कर दिया, जो हेल्प मिल सकता है सब कुछ, because you want the fruit. Now, if you have become wise, oh, I don't care about the fruit. अकर्म ही देखता हूं मैं कर्म में. वो सब फंडा हो गया, very realized soul हो गए. And then you have to do some karma. If you have abandoned karma, that's the difference. You become sannyasi. बोले भाड़ में जाओ, न दुनिया से मेरे को कुछ है, ना मेरे को कुछ दुनिया से. That is different. But you're still in society. You're doing karma. Then when you do the karma, even though you've realized it's all blah blah blah, you do with full sincerity, just like the one who expects the results, wants the results, doing it only for the results. उस sincerity और effort के साथ आप काम करिए. Just because you've got the ज्ञान does not mean you should reduce the enthusiasm, effort, or quality of the work. कर्म योग does not mean क्या रखा है फालतू, कर्म करोगे फल मिलेगा, भाड़ में सब कुछ छोड़ देते हैं. छोड़ा तो जाता नहीं है ना. बिना कर्म के कोई नहीं रह सकता है. 2 दिन छोड़ेंगे कोई, you can try, giving up your mobile phone for 24 hours. Shut it off, power off कर दे. 24 hours के लिए मोबाइल, पागल हो जाओगे आप लोग. कर्म चाहिए, फल चाहिए, right? So it says that there should not be any dip in the quality of the work. What you should reduce is the attachment to the fruit. Thing is not bad. The attachment is bad. Suppose you have a very fantastic Toyota van or whatever. I don't even know what are the greatest of the cars today. You have this wonderful. You're used to this AC, back AC, front AC. There's a back camera also. Crazy car, some 16, 20, 30 lakhs car, whatever. You have to go from home to work or wherever you have to go. One day that car is व्हाटएवर एक्सीडेंट हो गया, कोई पत्थर गिर गया, कोई पेड़ गिर गया, खराब हो गई, नहीं जा सकते, व्हाटएवर। What do you do? Oh my God, this, that. You have to go from A to B. Take an Uber, take an auto. If that is not there, you have to walk 100 meters to the next bus stop. Do that. Your goal is to go from A to B. आज कार खराब होगी कोई बात नहीं है, एंथुसियाज्म में कमी नहीं होना चाहिए, अटैचमेंट कार से नहीं होना चाहिए। ये कार तो साधन था, दैट इज जस्ट एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट टू गेट द वर्क डन। दैट इज हाउ you reduce the attachment. You do not reduce the quality of the karma. And why is all this important? I think somewhere in the other slides also it will come. It, then it says, this is also very, very important. And I'll tell you also how it applies to all of us. न बुद्धि भेदम जनयेत, किसी में बुद्धि भेद मत करो, डोंट कंफ्यूज पीपल। अज्ञानाम, जिसको नहीं पता है, ज्ञान नहीं है, अज्ञानम कर्म संगीनाम, जो कर्म में लिप्त है, लगा हुआ, ही वांट्स द फ्रूट्स, ही इज अटैच्ड टू द कर्म एंड द फ्रूट, एंड ही इज इग्नोरेंट, ही इज नॉट वाइज। डोंट कंफ्यूज द पर्सन। जोशयेत सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान युक्तः समाचरन्। Don't ever confuse that person and actually help them engage in the actions, and you also engage in the same way. Don't confuse or disturb the minds. Those who are doing karma, even if they're doing with attachment, don't give gyan. What is the problem that we see every day? All these great swamis, babas will say, ye sab maya hai, all this is maya, why give me this much money to attend my course or seminar or whatever, or to my this thing, but you should be without attachment to this money. This money is all maya. So if it is all maya, then what are you doing? How can you expect a 25-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old person with a family to think that wealth is maya? तो बुद्धि भेद बना रहे हैं आप, तो कंफ्यूज कर रहे हैं बंदे को। So the career शुरू हुआ है. So do not do that. Even if you are 70 and you can't eat sweets and you can't eat a lot of food, you can't drink enough, don't tell a young person to, अरे क्या रखा है खाने आने में से, वो सूखी रूखी खा लो. Why should he do सूखी रूखी? He should enjoy his life. He should earn. He should do good work in society, earn a lot and enjoy life. Vedas also say, idam purusham kamamaya. This human being is full of desires. So they're not saying don't fulfill your desires. Please pursue them. Only thing is, pursue within the bounds of dharma, law and order, ethics, so that others also can pursue their thing. So, do a quality job and inspire others also, rather than confusing them, rather than telling them, ये सब माया है, फालतू है, क्या कहाँ फंसे हुए, छोड़ो ये सब. No. Tell the student, yes, you have to study, you have to pass the exam, you have to get a good education, you have to get a good job, all those things. If for example a person has a true calling, सच में लगा ये सब माया है, ट्रू कॉलिंग है, तो आप कुछ भी कर लो, वो तो अपने ट्रू कॉलिंग पे जाएगा. बट आप उसको उल्टा मत बुद्धि भेद करो. Why is it so important? Krishna is telling, this is the karma yoga. Karma is even jnana and bhakti is a karma only. So karma yoga is the ultimate one. And he's saying you should not be attached. And then he's saying, if you find somebody who is still ignorant and attached, don't do that. All other, uh, I don't want to be politically incorrect, but all other people who have certain opinions, they want to impose their opinion on others. I have the truth, you don't have it. I was told the truth, you accept it as is because only I have the truth. They will force their views on others and confuse the other, try to derail them. Krishna says, I'm giving you the Guhyataram, the secret of the secret jnana I'm giving you. Later in Gita he says. And here he says, even if you understand, even if you are wise, even if you have no attachment, don't misguide buddhi bhed to somebody. Why? Because karma is crucial for society. Everything is a karma. The dhobi that comes to pick your laundry, the milkman that comes to give your milk. You go to the market, to the shop, hey, chai dena ek. That chai wala is doing karma. The auto guy is doing karma. The bus driver is doing karma. The teacher is doing karma. The student is doing karma. The mother is doing karma. The son is doing karma. Everybody is doing karma. Imagine बैंक में everybody feels like, oh ये सब तो माया है, आज छुट्टी ले लेते हैं. How frustrated you will feel. I wanted to go to the bank. Okay, bank is a bad example because nowadays everything happens digital. But you get the idea. So when you need something from somebody and that somebody is not doing their job, then you feel the pinch. Oh, karma is very crucial. Karma is so crucial, and I'm not 100% sure, but I've told that in the Vedas, dharma and karma are interchangeable. And I'm giving the disclaimer. I don't have the exact this thing, but a person told me and said, why? Dharma is what dharayati iti dharma, that which will sustain the society. Again, if you are a sannyasi in the forest, these things don't apply to you, but we come together to help each other. So dharma is the one that will uphold the society. But what is it actually that will uphold the society? Uphold meaning keep the society running. Dharma is law and ethics, law and order and ethics. Yeah, true. Okay, everything is there. Law and order is there. Perfect. Singapore, no crime. Everything you want to expect. But nobody is doing karma. Nobody is doing karma. Then what will happen? Just dharma is there and society is upheld. Karma is the only thing that upholds everything. Do not mess somebody, buddhi bhed, if he is doing karma. If it is not a bad karma, let him do. That is what runs the society. So now it says that yajna arthat karmanah anyatra lokah ayam karma bandhanah. Artham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. So that karma which is anyatra from yajna artha karma. What is yajna artha karma? Yajna is, again we said, offering for the greater good. It means we are doing it for the good of the community, society, organization, or whatever. And because karma has phal, we will get something back. We are not doing charity. Okay, you are working, you will get salary. So there is no charity. But okay, there is a question. Yeah. While doing karma, do it as an ignorant person. I think I spent quite a lot of time, but I'll quickly explain this because I think I bored people off by explaining so much. A karma is somebody else is doing a karma. You're not getting the fruits of it. Somebody else sat for the exam. They passed. Nothing to do with you. You didn't get phala. You didn't get anxiety of karma also. So it didn't disturb you also. So it is a karma for you. Now imagine you have to sit for an exam. How should you do that? You should do like the uh, like as if it is somebody else doing the exam. So just like somebody else gave exam, you had not tension. When you are giving exam, you also should not have tension. You just say, I did my best. That's fine. I think you explained while doing karma, do it. Oh, okay. While doing karma, do it as the ignorant. So what it is saying is ignorant meaning doesn't have all this wisdom of yoga and everything that Krishna is telling. An ordinary person. It doesn't mean ignorant, doesn't mean some stupid guy. It's just काम में लगे हुए अपना, doing job, that's fine. With fruits, yeah, I want this result, that's why I'm doing this. That person who wants the results and is still not so-called enlightened will do with full sincerity because he wants the results. That brings the sincerity in doing the karma. They're putting the full effort, full sincerity, everything. So even the wise should do that way. That means your quality of karma should not go down. Your attachment to fruits should go down. That is what it means by doing karma like the ignorant and the selfish. Selfish meaning attached to the fruits. So when you do karma, do that way. So that way your quality will be good. So here it says that any karma that is not done for yajna. So yajna artha karma, that is fine. Any karma done for the greater good is fine. Anything apart from that, lok hai ayam karma bandhana hai. When you're doing it for yourself, that is what is binding you. That is the attachment. You are being selfish, only working for yourself. This yourself could be your family. So there are circles of identity. One is yourself, then is your family, then is your extended family, then it is your community, locality, society, then it is your city, then it is your state, country. That what is mine? That vision keeps on increasing. If you are doing it just for yourself, then that is attaching you. So he says, Tat artham karma kaunteya, so kaunteya, Arjun, do mukta sangha samachara, mukta sangha, sang se mukt ho gaye, attachment se mukt ho gaye. Like that, you should conduct yourself. Then work becomes liberating when you do it as a yajna, when you do it for the greater good. You are part of the greater, you are part of the society. So when you do something that is for the greater good, you will also benefit from it. Others will also benefit from it. You will set a good example. Others will also do good job. Everybody will start benefiting. One bad apple, spoils the whole cart. One person is not doing the job properly. Other person might think, ye to aise kar raha, main bhi aise. Why do we have kachra on Indian streets? That is the reason. There's a wonderful initiative by an organization that had done. What they did was they cleaned up the streets. They started in Bangalore. They would clean up a certain section of the footpath of a street, which was all dirty and kachra bhi tha and graffiti and whatever. They did a wonderful job. They cleaned up. They put a bench. They put a pot with a flower and a tree, and they put some nice paint on the wall and everything. It looked very clean. And then they would observe from the side, not sitting there. They'll just do it and vanish. This is a real story. What they noticed was, when you see kachra on the road, you don't hesitate to add to that kachra. But when it is a clean, nice place, nobody throws wrapper in the airport. Have you seen that? Nobody will do that in the airport. Kachra phank diya. It's already clean. Nobody wants to be the first one to do the kachra. But if it is already there, then you feel, yahan to phankte hain sab log. Take a fine, I'll also do it. So it is very important not to be a bad example to somebody. Right? So, yajnartha karma. Do it for the greater good. And this is, there is a true and lasting joy. I mean, anybody who does, I'm not assuming here, I am one person who is self-critical for myself, which means that I'm my own manager. I criticize myself without anybody saying, which means I try to improve my work again and again without anybody telling me. There is a wonderful joy of a job well done. Others will also like it, but you will also enjoy it. Try sometime. See how you can do your work better. I mean, you're already doing a great job. How can you make it even better? That should be always the concern that is. Now, and this one, they're getting longer, so I'll just put the key point here rather than going through the whole shloka. Sahayajnaha prajaha srishtva purovacha prajapati. So the people, the praja, the beings were created and the yajna was created together. And Prajapati said this. What did he say? By this you shall propagate. Let this be the milch cow of your desires. Kamadhuk. The cow that yields all the desired objects. We have this Kamadhenu, right? So there's not a physical cow that will give all the wishes. You nourish the gods, Devata, and may these gods nourish you. Thus, nourishing one another, you shall attain to the highest good. That is what Prajapati Purovacha, right in the beginning, he said. This is a fundamental principle of creation itself, that there's a mutual sustenance, there's a mutual giving and taking. Whether it is a lion eating a deer, the deer is giving, lion is taking. Then the deer is eating the grass, then deer is taking. Lion dies and goes back. So that life cycle is also there. Everybody is giving and taking. Right? This may be, different in other thought systems, where man is given the dominion of the earth and all. But we've always maintained that you are not the ringmaster, you are part of the circus. We've always maintained you have responsibility to the nature, to the surroundings, to the the earth and all, everybody, everything. You have responsibility for that. So prosper each other meaning, and what is this devatas? You nourish the gods and the gods nourish you. What does it actually mean? There are multiple ways you can look at it. One is that all the devatas are in our own body. Okay? Indra is there in our bahu, Brihaspati is there in our buddhi, like that. All of them are in us. And if nothing else, the very fact that pran is there, hridideshe sthitam. Krishna says, I am in everybody's hrididesh, in the heart, I am there. Angushta size. Don't take it literally, but this life is sustained by that power. All of a sudden, one day that power goes off, the whole body is there, heart stops beating, gone. Pran is the one that keeps. That pran is in everybody, every being, every living being, not just human beings, every living being, right? So God is there in everything. Or if you don't like the word God, that power is there. Life with a capital L is there in everything. In you also, in the others also, and everybody is giving and taking. Somebody is eating eggs, somebody is eating meat, directly from the animal is coming. Somebody is eating vegetables, coming from the same living beings only. So devatas are in everywhere. Devatas are in you also. So you nourish the gods. You nourish your body, take care of your body, and then this body will nourish you by letting you do karma. So if you have a healthy body, healthy mind, you will be able to do karma. So you nourish the gods and the gods nourish you can be looked at as an individual. You take care of the body will take care of you. At a societal level, you take care of the people and the people will take care of you. You take care of the society, society takes care of you. Today, how it works? I do some work, I charge for money. I said, this is the charges for my service. So everybody is helping each other. Ultimately, it's helping. Nobody is telling you to do for free because otherwise, how will you survive, right? Loka yatra bhi to chahiye na. So the mutual sustenance and giving is a cornerstone of Indian thinking from the very beginning. There's nothing new. Ecosystem, environment, and all these new global village, all these new items, they are very, very old. I think I'll have to move slightly faster because Lataji, is it okay if I overshoot by a few minutes to the end? I have interesting slides and I wish I could continue that. I'm still, I have still 28 minutes, but I think I will overshoot that. We'll see when we get there. Yajna shishta ashinah santah muchyante sarvakilbishaihi bhunjate te tvagam papa ye pachanti atma karanat. So yajna shishta, what is left after the yajna, ashinah, the one who eats the leftover from the yajna, that is सर्वकिल्बिषे मुच्यन्ते, सब पापों से मुक्त हो गया वो, right? So the best is one who eats after the yajna is over. What does it mean? What is yajna? Offering for the greater good. So you work towards offering to the others and others will offer you also. Part of it, the service charge will come. Then you feed yourself. First take care of others, then take care of yourself. And if everybody is following this, then everybody is taking care of each other, right? In a family, the mother will eat at the end. I don't know about nowadays young people and all. I don't know. Growing up, every family, mother will eat at the end. She will make sure everybody is fed. Sometimes there is less food left. Sometimes there is more food left. And before the fridge was common, if more food is left, then the mother has to finish it. So she is overeating. If less food is left, then she will say, "आप कौन चूल्हा जलाएगा वापस?" So she will let it go. थोड़ा कम खा लिए, कोई बात नहीं, बच्चे सब खा लिए, husband ने खा लिया. So the mother was the last one to eat. That was her yajna. She's doing it for her family, right? So there is a sense of purpose in the mother also, that okay, I took care of everybody. That was my role. Everybody has their role. I'm just giving an example of mother. There's nothing like that. What it means is you should have the mindset to do good karma because that karma is helping others. Right? You're doing karma in the society. Do good karma. Take care of others. They will take care of you. Now this one is a complicated whatever diagram. but basically it is on the right side. You see, let me try to, let's see if I can do this laser pointy thingy. Okay. So there are clouds, the rain is coming, then water is there, it's going to the plants, then they are giving out oxygen, and some animals are dying, they will decay and become the part of the soil and all these things. So there's a whole cycle of life going on here. अन्नात् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यात् अन्न संभवः यज्ञात् भवति पर्जन्यः यज्ञः कर्म समुद्भवः. So it says all the people, all the beings, not human beings, beings, bhutani, annat bhavanti. They come from food. Or you can take any harvest, grain or whatever agriculture products we are doing, that's what we are eating. Whether it is a deer that is also eating the grass, we are eating. So all prani, bhutani, not just human beings. We have always been, we are all, nothing special about us. There's another shlok for that. What is special about humans? So he's talking about all beings. So the beings come from the food comes from the rain comes from yajna, and yajna is established in karma. So here the only one thing that is that how does yajna cause rain, right? That is a fundamental thing we can ask, how is this physics and all. Here the idea is this, just like the clouds are giving you rain, similarly, when you do for the society will give it back to you. So yajna is the very fundamental thing. And what is yajna here? Kartavya karma. Right? Because yajna, we said, is the, in principle, it is offering for the greater good. It could be tapo yajna, jnana yajna, dravya yajna, whatever. So the cycle of giving and receiving, the codependence of every life form, not just humans. This is the essence of yajna. And we in India have understood that it is not just humans, it is all life forms that are connected. So, for example, there is in the US, there was a time when they were using pesticides. They were spraying it on a large scale. So in US, the big commercial farms are huge, huge, and they're all motorized and all. So everything is done through machines, and everything is done at a large scale. I'm not exaggerating; it's like that. So when they spray these pesticides, they found that all the flowers, or the grass or whatever that is outside the thing, they also got sprayed. The bees had no flowers to pollen, and within a year they could see the impact on the harvest itself. When there was no bees, there was no pollination happening. It was an actual problem. It was not just 5 bees not pollinating one flower. It was at a mass scale where it impacted the harvest. So we have always understood this, and we have always said that don't kill anything. I mean, you can move it away or whatever. Everything is part of the cycle. So only kill for self-defense, but otherwise let everybody live. Right? Now, Ishavasya sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha ma gridha tasya suddhanam. This comes the first shloka of Ishavasya Upanishad. And it says that Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam, all of this, Yat Kincha Jagatyam, whatever is there in this world, in the Jagat, anything that is moving in this moving Jagat, Jagat means that which is moving all the time. The literal meaning of Jagat is Gachati Gachati iti Jagat. So everything is moving, the creation is not stationary. So in this entire universe, whatever is there in this Jagati, everything is Isha Vasya. There are multiple finer nuances and all. I'm not going into that. Either it is enveloped with the Isha or it is the avas of Isha. I'll leave that. But basically, everything is Isha. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha. Remembering that, with that fact in mind, tyaktena bhunjitha. Enjoy bhunjitha, consume with tyakta bhav. त्याग भाव से आप enjoy करिए. Right? Ma gridha, don't covet. दूसरे का चीज चाहिए वो सब नहीं करो. कस्य सुधनम, ये धन किसका है? Right? So everything is divine. Remembering that, consume with detachment. Detachment मतलब जितना चाहिए उतना लो, एक्स्ट्रा क्यों ले रहे हो, दूसरे को भी लेने दो. So a lion who has just eaten his lunch will not attack any animal even if they come very close to it. Yeah, आराम से बेटा मेरा पेट भर गया अभी, that's fine. Now everybody is free. So enjoy with renunciation. That's what it means. Every time you enjoy, remember everything is temporary. Ma Gridha, don't covet. Whose is wealth? What did you bring in this world when you were born? You brought nothing. Everything is from this world and everything was done by somebody in the society. So what are you doing for the society? That's all. Everybody's karma is the only thing matters. Why rupee against dollar is changing and all? So you have 1 lakh rupee, dollar price fluctuates, rupee fluctuates, it keeps reducing. So money is not the thing. Money is nothing. Money is a token. But how much does the food cost? Right? So actual thing, the resource, that is all that matters. And that is a result of somebody's karma. Right? So all the society is run on karma.